This is the hypnotist reframe. If you're not a hypnotist, you probably go through life thinking that people are rational, and 90% of the time. 90% of the time they're just rational, but 10% of the time they get crazy. Everybody, me, you, everybody. The hypnotist reframe is that people are only rational 10% of the time. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. Once you realize that people are irrational pretty much all the time, and that they rationalize what they did, they don't think it through, they explain it later, and sometimes that sounds dumb to other people. This is like one of the reframes that doesn't seem like a big deal, but let me tell you, once you realize that nobody's ever, 90% of the time, once you realize that they're irrational 90% of the time, then that tells you how to deal with situations. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. If you thought people were rational 90% of the time, you would try to change their minds with reason and data. Have you ever tried that? It doesn't work at all, does it? Your reason and your data? It's because you're assuming that you're talking to a rational player. You're not. Almost never.
That's not something that happens to me.
So instead you use persuasion. You make them feel a certain way, and if you can make them feel a certain way, then they will rationalize decisions that make them feel better. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. People are only rational 10% of the time. If that. If that. So remember, 90% irrational, and then you'll understand life.